were you able to talk to Tua yet today? Is he still feeling much discomfort in the ribs, and is it affecting his throwing as of today from what you know?
Yeah, I talked to him today. He threw today. He looked, he's definitely making progress. And, we'll kind of take this day to day, but we're hopeful that he can practice this week.
Great. And then one other quick thing, just on how Liam and Austin played in their new positions after watching the tape. Your thoughts on that?
Well, overall as a team, obviously, we're disappointed, but just specific to those two players, I thought they did some good things, some things we can, try to build on. But certainly some things that they can do better. But I thought the both of them on that left side, did some good things.
Thanks, Brian.
David Lang.
Hey, Flo. So whenever a team struggles, loses a couple of games in a row, a lot of negativity starts to swirl out there around the team. My question for you is, how do you keep the locker room positive, upbeat, looking forward as the team is struggling?
I think that's more about the people who are in the locker room, who are in the building. I think we've got a group that's, sticks together, that supports each other, that understands and knows how, hard they work, how hard they prepare. We're just not getting the results that we want right now. But my feeling is that, it's a good group. They're gonna band together, support one another, and try to play better and get back on track as a team.
Go ahead and raise your hand, guys, if you have a question. Hal?
Brian, I'm sure after yesterday, there were a lot of concerns you had regarding the defense. But after looking at the film, what's the one thing that jumped out at you regarding the defense more than any other?
There's a lot of things, but we got to do a better job in the run game. That kind of stands out, and that starts with me. I've got to do a better job of putting these guys in better positions, and that's the one thing that sticks out. And we've talked about it this morning. We'll talk about it this week. We got a big test in the run game this week with Jacksonville, and I think that's the one thing. If there's one, there's a lot there, Hal. But if you're asking for one, it's that.
Omar?
Offensively, I wanted to get your thoughts after watching the film of the changes made to the offensive line. Was it look like something that could be long-term, or was this just a patch situation in terms of trying to fix the leaks? How do you view what's going on with your offensive line right now?
Yeah, I see this as potentially long-term. I think Liam at left and Austin over there inside of guard. I think that's something that we'll probably stay with for the foreseeable future. Obviously, nothing's set in stone, but like some of the things we saw in practice last week, and then in the game, I think we can try to build from there.
Barry?
Brian, I'm going to ask you on Jabal Sheard and safeties. On Sheard, what led to him being active yesterday? I know he got in for 11 or so snaps. And on safety, I know it's a tough call every week because you have 4 good safeties that you want to get playing time to. We saw something a little different yesterday. We saw a heavy tilted toward the young guys. Holland and Brandon Jones played a lot more than McCourty and Rowe. Was that entirely a matchup thing, or has Javon reached the point where you and Josh have decided he must be on the field more? He's a talented young kid who we need to play more.
Yeah, I think Javon's done a nice job. We think he's talented. We think, experience and play time, I think he's earned it. And, that's why he's out there. But yeah, we're comfortable with all 4 of those guys. They all played. But, Javon and Brandon, I think have have done some good things, and for the game plan was to get those guys in and get Rowe and Jason in kind of spot duty, not spot duty, but in specific packages.
Sheared, Brian.
Oh yeah, and Sheard's done a really nice job in practice, really since he came on the practice squad early in the year, and we just wanted to add another kind of edge rusher, edge defender. Had space for that in the game plan, and decided to make the move and get him up and get him some snaps in the game.
Marcel?
Hey, Brian, I was wondering if you could tell us the extent of Adam Shaheen's injury. I think he left the game Sunday, and I don't know if there was ever another update on him.
Yeah, he's in getting treatment. Let's call that one, I think it's still a little early. Kind of calling that one day to day and see how he's feeling here, whether or not he'll be ready to practice this week. But just kind of the initial. Obviously, he left yesterday, didn't come back. Definitely sore, I would say. And we'll see how he feels in a couple of days, or if he's ready to practice here Wednesday, Thursday.
Got it. Thanks.
David?
Hey, Flo. In the past, we've seen your defenses where you have sort of the ability to trick the quarterback where, maybe you're lining up, it looks like a blitz, disguising coverages, sort of going in your bag of tricks. When you're going up against Tom Brady, which is what we saw yesterday, was it just a case of one of the greatest quarterbacks of all time doing the types of things that the greatest quarterback of all time does?
Yeah, I think you gotta, give him credit, give them credit. I thought they had a good plan. I thought they executed the plan. He made some good throws. They made some good catches. Obviously, we want to play a lot better than that, but I think you got to give him some credit. We're disappointed. We want to make more plays and do a better job, across the board. We weren't able to do that yesterday. And we just got to kind of turn the page and move on to the next opponent.
Travis?
Hey, Coach. You had mentioned yesterday post-game an emphasis on getting to the line of scrimmage quicker for more motion and pre-snap shifting. In what ways do you think that benefited the offense yesterday?
I thought, offensively, we did some good things. Obviously, not enough. I think, some guys, showed up. I thought Preston showed up. I thought Myles Gaskin showed up, did some good things. Some things to build off of from offensively, but, not enough. And we got to do a better job of putting these guys in position to make plays. We got to play more complementary football so they have more opportunities offensively. When you can't get off the field defensively, they can't get the ball offensively, and just didn't have enough possessions. But I thought there were some good things. I thought we moved the ball more efficiently yesterday. We were on schedule a little bit more. We protected, better than we had. Some things to build off of, but we certainly need to be better.
Omar?
I wanted to ask you, obviously this is the week that Tua is going to be back on the practice field. I know you don't have a green light in terms of how he's going to look, but what are the things that you're looking for from him to let you know that he's ready to return to the football field?
Well, I saw him today, and he's making a lot of improvement. So what we'll need to see is, see him move around, see him throw the ball, see him make, throws on the run, see the deep ball. The one thing we won't see is, real and true contact on the quarterback. there's obviously going to be some from a pain tolerance standpoint, some things he's going to have to push through, which I'm sure he will. But yeah, I mean, that's what we're looking for. Just him to go through a normal practice, make all the throws, and go through a 2-hour practice.
Hal,
Keeping on the quarterback theme, two questions for you. One, we've had so much focus on Tua. I just want to revisit Jacoby for a second. He came out temporarily yesterday. How's he doing today? Any soreness or anything, or is he fine?
Yeah, no, definitely sore. Definitely getting treatment. Definitely sore. I thought he really toughed it out yesterday with the leg injury, and look, he's tough. He's competitive. Thought about pulling him, a couple times, and he fought me to stay in. That just kind of speaks to his competitiveness. So we'll see how that goes this week, but he's definitely sore.
The second thing, does the fact that you're going to London in any way affect the possible move back to Tua? Does that complicate things in terms of how much time you have to work Tua back in, or is that totally a non-factor, the travel distance part of it?
I mean, I don't think so. I think, we'll see how it goes in practice with both guys. I mean, obviously, like we just mentioned, Jacoby's dealing with something as well. But no, I don't think so. I mean, if he's, we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes with both guys. We'll see how it goes with Tua. But I would say he's doing everything. He's moving in the right direction, Tua, I would say, based on what I saw today. And we're hopeful that he's ready to go this week in practice and this week for the game.
Thanks.
Joe,
Yeah, Flo, speaking of London, obviously, other than the fact that it's a longer flight and you're playing in a different country, what tweaks or changes do you make to the way your week is set up? And is what, if anything, is different because it's a London week?
I mean, we're leaving Thursday night, so that's definitely different. Or Thursday evening. We'll get there Friday in the morning, and so that is all very different. So our practice schedule, basically bumping it up a day. So we'll do a little bit tomorrow, a little bit Wednesday, a little bit Thursday, leave Thursday, do a little bit on Friday, and then try to get it back into our normal Saturday, Sunday routine. So it is different. The time change, going 5 hours ahead, definitely is a little bit of a difference, the long flight. So some things will definitely be different for us this week. But they're also different for Jacksonville. So that's just what it is, and we'll make the best of it, and we'll do a good job with our preparation and go out there and try to play a good football game.